Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks so much for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. So by now, I'm sure you would have seen the Cybertruck presentation from Tesla and possibly even seen my own reaction to that presentation. So what I want to do for you right now is to convert those specs to metric measurements and also have a discussion about possible pricing in Australia. So let's have a look at dimensions to start with. The length of the truck, 231 inches, that's 5.8 meters. Width, 79.8 inches, which is 2 meters. Height 75 inches, 1.9 meters, and the bed of the truck 6.5 feet, which is 2 meters. Let's have a look at the vault in more detail. 6.5 feet for the length, 2 meters. Lockable exterior storage, 100 cubic feet, which is 2,832 liters, and the payload is 3,500 pounds or 1,588 kilograms. Towing capacity in the three variants: the single motor rear wheel drive, 7,500 pounds, which is 3,400 kilograms. The dual motor all wheel drive, 10,000 pounds, 4,535 kilograms. And the tri-motor all wheel drive, the top spec, 14,000 pounds, which is almost 6.5 ton. In terms of on-road performance, 0 to 60 miles per hour time, which is about 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. Single motor rear wheel drive, 6.5 seconds. Dual motor all wheel drive, 4.5 seconds. And the tri-motor all wheel drive, 2.9 seconds, which is pretty quick. The quarter mile performance will be 10.8 seconds for the top spec, the tri-motor. And I put some specs of other cars as a comparison. The Tesla Model S comes in at 10.4 seconds. The McLaren F1, 10.8 seconds. And the Porsche 911 Turbo S, 10.9 seconds. So the Cybertruck is pretty quick. Ground clearance, 16 inches or 400 millimeters. Range-wise, again, I don't know whether these are EPA figures or NEDC. If EPA, that's pretty good, pretty accurate for Australian conditions. Single motor rear-wheel drive is 400 kilometers. Dual motor all-wheel drive is 482 kilometers. And the tri-motor all-wheel drive at the top end is 800 kilometers. The top speed of each vehicle: single motor rear wheel drive 177 kilometers an hour, dual motor all wheel drive 193 kilometers an hour, and the tri-motor all wheel drive comes in at 209 kilometers an hour. It looks like autopilot is going to be standard across the range. I'm not too sure about full self-driving at this stage. Adaptive air suspension certainly is standard as well across the range. Right, so price. This is the interesting point, obviously. Now, if we look at Model 3, the base model starts in the US at $39,000. In Australia, or at least in New South Wales, the base model starts at 72,000 Australian dollars. So if you use that as a guide, it's about a 1.8 times multiplier for price. And before I go into the price, I want to show you something interesting. So the luxury car tax in Australia doesn't apply, in that last point there, to a motorhome or camper van or a commercial vehicle designed mainly for carrying goods and not passengers. There's probably some fine print in there, which I'll explore later on, but there's a possibility that luxury car tax may not apply if you buy a Cybertruck as a commercial vehicle. Okay, so let's have a look at the price. So using the 1.8 multiplier I talked about before, the entry-level single-motor rear-wheel drive from last night's presentation starts at $39,900 US, which using that 1.8 multiplier will come in at $72,000. So roughly the same price as a Model 3. The dual motor all-wheel drive, Elon's quoted at $49,900, so that's about $90,000 here in Australia. And of course the luxury car tax will come into play if you're not using it for a commercial vehicle. The tri-motor all-wheel drive, Elon quoted at $69,900, which comes in at about 125,000 Australian dollars, again plus or minus luxury car tax. So there you have it, guys. Cybertruck translated into Australian pricing and metric measurements to make it a little bit easier for you to digest. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, and as always, happy charging.